Hey everybody, welcome back to Rusty Wrench Restorations. Well, fall is here and we have some new fall colors to add to the collection. We'll call it the fall line, if you will. So out here on the trailer, we will see what we got. Looking a little orange for fall. So I'll do a little more in-depth on this in a little bit once I get some stuff unloaded, but it's 85 Kubota B7100. 4-wheel drive, loader, bush hog, Kubota TG1860. I am not keeping this tractor. What I do want is the 3-cylinder diesel engine that's inside there that does run and works great. And then this one here is another TG1860. It's the gas engine. I don't want that. I want nothing to do with that, but it was a package deal. I had to take them both. There is some good things I do want to pull off here. You'll see it's got a nice power steering system on here, and that is going to work perfect for my roller, and this one has it as well. So if I end up putting 2 cylinders on it for the steering, for the articulation, then I'm good to go. So I'm not sure how the pumps work on this thing, but I'm sure there's a hydraulic pump on here that is already hooked up and working, so that'll make things a lot easier. Oh, look at that bad boy, 3-cylinder. So I've been driving for a minute here. Let's see if this thing will crank up. I went this morning to check it out and it started right up for the guy. Let's see, I have to sit on the seat. What am I forgetting? Oh, I guess put the parking brake on maybe. Let me do the glow plugs first. I said about 10 or 15 seconds. Let me try that again. It's gonna make me look like a fool. Let's see. Oh, okay. I wasn't turning it far enough. I had to have that light come on. Let's see if I can transfer these lights over for the roller as well. Alright, that should be it. Let's try this again. Oh, maybe I give it some throttle. I'm coming up with all the excuses today. Let's see, the battery light's on. There we go, glow plug's off. There we go. Can't beat that for a little bit of money. Alright, so there's the next thing to come. So this 3-cylinder diesel is probably going to end up going inside the Kubota roller, and then we're going to use, like I said, the power steering rams for the articulation. This one here I just got for me because, as you all know, I like to have a little tractor with a loader, and this is going to do everything I need. The bush hog, obviously I have no use for that, so that's going to get sold. I'll probably get a weight box for the back because, you know, lifting things in the front tends to want to tip forward, so get a little weight in the back. But this thing is pretty sweet. It's not the prettiest looking, but original owner, 1,400 hours, good to go. So got the bucket, got a hook already on there, a little nose damage, but yeah. Orange is the new green. Alright, so that's a little video of getting the Kubota loader unloaded. I told my kids I needed another name for it because I typically like to name the tractors. Obviously the Kubota Cadet, we have Sweaty Betty, and I'll get a video here of it in a minute, but the Kubota tractor has a horn on it, and it's just like a little meep meep, and my son said it sounds like a clown car, so I think we're going to call it Bozo. I don't know, it fits. And when I'm riding on it, my wife said it's a Bozo on a Bozo. Anyway, I'll get that video in a second. Today, I'm not going to record the whole thing, but basically I need to get on these two Kubota lawn tractors and strip them down for the parts that I need. Obviously the 3-cylinder diesel engine, and then the power steering, rams and pumps, and if there's anything else that I think I might need. But once those are stripped down, then I'm going to head down to Jason Dufour's in Nashville, North Carolina. It's your one-stop shop for new and used tractor parts. And I'm going to do some bartering and trading, I think. So I think I'm going to leave those two Kubota tractors with him so that hopefully anyone else that has that model tractor can go to him and get parts that they might need. And I got to get some final drives for the roller project so that we can kick that rear axle back a little further. So, well, without any more hesitation, I'm going to head out here, start turning some wrenches and get these things taken apart because it's a beautiful day outside. And leave a comment below. Do you think I should leave the roller project as the single-cylinder gas Kohler engine, or should I put that 3-cylinder Kubota diesel engine in? I'm going with the diesel engine myself. I think it'd be pretty sweet. It's kind of the whole reason I got it. But we'll have to see how space and fabrication goes. That little 2-cylinder one was pretty easy. This one's a little bit bigger and definitely a lot heavier. So, alright, let's get on with it. Alright, so as promised, here's the horn on Bozo. Pretty fitting. day. Obviously the tractor was on an incline on the ramp and I didn't want to shut it off, and you don't ever want to disconnect your PTO shaft from equipment while the engine's running, so I figured I'd just drag it over here. It's pretty rusty. I'm going to spray it with some Croil. It's probably going to take me a little while to get it out anyway, but that was the reason I drove away with this on there. Like I said, you don't ever want to try to remove this while the tractor's running. Not if you want to keep your hands anyway. It looks like they got a pin that goes all the way through, which is kind of crazy to me. But let's see if we can make this work. Get it out. And this goes with the bush hog. So obviously live in a neighborhood. I have absolutely no use for a brush hog or a bush hog, whatever you want to call it. Bush hog's a name brand. But anyway, give this to my buddy Brian. He's got some land, he could use it. He helped me out giving me the Cub Cadet 72 for the roller project. So he scratched my back, I scratch his. It's a nice one. I mean, it's not the prettiest one, but it's well built. It's pretty sturdy. So it'll do him some good. Clear out some room for me because I don't need this thing at all. Alright, well that's going to pretty much do it for today's portion of the video. I think I'll continue this video on when I head down to Jason's in North Carolina because, well, this one's kind of short and I'm sure that one's going to be a little short too. So I managed to get the engine pulled out of the Kubota. As you can see, used the new Kubota loader to, what's his name? Bozo. Bozo. We used Bozo to get the engine, which I'm glad I had Bozo because that little 3-cylinder engine is no joke. That thing's got to be, that's got to be pushing 400 pounds. I'll have to look it up, and hopefully if I remember I'll put it on here. But anyway, got the engine pulled out. You know, my intention was to use the power steering actuators and whatnot for the roller project. Unfortunately, it's not like a hydraulic pump like I thought. It's an electric mechanism. So the steering input is part of the steering shaft, which just isn't going to work for my project. I'm sure you could probably make it work, but I don't want to tear those tractors apart because I know Jason can use them or somebody else can use them for their tractor. So I'll give you a quick shot right here. What's on the trailer? I got the 2 Kubota lawnmowers, pretty much just put back together. And then the brush hog for Brian. I'll be dropping that off at his house as well. So yeah, they're basically 2 complete tractors, except the diesel engine was taken out of one of them. The gas engine's still there. It's a liquid cooled 2-cylinder Kawasaki, I believe. So I'm sure it'll work good for someone. All right, there's the brush hog for Brian. The diesel Kubota completely put back together again, with the exception of the engine. And the gas one, got the hood kind of put back on there. And I think that's it. Mower's kind of slid under there. So yeah, there'll be good parts for him, for somebody. And yeah, strapped down, ready to go. Oh, it looks like it's about done. I was just trying to pull all the diesel out of here so that Jason doesn't have to deal with it in his yard, and I can use it for Bozo. Alrighty, just left my buddy Brian's house, dropped off the brush hog. I think he's gonna get some good use out of that. And you can see behind me, well, they're behind each other, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I got both the Kubota mowers, headed down to see Jason Dufour at Dufour Tractor Parts in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, North Carolina, sorry, not Tennessee. We'll get those dropped off, and I got to pick up some final drives for a Cub Lowboy that I'm going to use for the roller project. So I might get a little video down there, might not, but that's where we're at. Well, here we are at Dufour Tractor Parts in Nashville, North Carolina. And this is the Cub Lowboy 154, in which I'm getting the final drives off of for the roller project. So Jason was kind enough to already remove them from me. I already got one out to the truck and grabbed this one here. And it looks like there's a spacer plate on this right-hand side. It wasn't on the left, it was only on the right. So I'm thinking that axle might be a little longer. If you look on the older Cub Cadets, or not Cub Cadets, Cubs, this one here, this is a Lowboy. So see how this final drive is facing to the front? That's a Cub Lowboy. The Farmall Cub, it would have been rotated counterclockwise 90 degrees to give it the height it needed off the ground. But anyway, you can see on this one here, the final drive bolts right to the transmission. And then this one's got an extension tube, and that's because of the operator platform being offset for the Colt division. So no spacer there, just the, well, I guess it is a spacer, it's a big one. So this one over here has this little one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off. I don't know as though I'm gonna need it, but looks like it's just 4 bolts anyway. So we'll go ahead and pull that off and grab that other final drive. It's kind of ironic that over here is the T1600 diesel. This is the one that we got the 2-cylinder diesel engine out of. You can see there's nobody home, nobody home. That's where we got the engine for the Kubota Cadet from. So pretty cool. Yep. Dufour Tractor Parts, Nashville, North Carolina. They got all your tractor needs, new and used. Check them out. And here's the 2 Kubotas at their new home here. So hopefully Jason will get some customers that need some parts off those, and they'll go to a good home. So all kinds of goodies here. And here is the pile of parts. So we've got the Kubota 3-cylinder diesel engine. I've still got the Kohler single-cylinder gas, final drives, frame, rear end, roller. Oh, look at this thing. We ain't seen this in a while. Yep, it's still here. We'll get to that Husky 3-wheeled tractor one of these days. But I don't know if I'm going to use the final drives for the roller project. The more I think about it, it's got like a 4-to-1 reduction on the final as well. So this thing is just going to end up moving super slow. It's not going to quite move the axle back as far as I want. So I've got some other ideas. I'm thinking, I know this sounds funny when I say this, and I guess when it goes together you'll understand better, but I think I'm going to put 2 transmissions in it. One of them isn't really even going to do anything, and again, we'll get to that. And I think we're going to do a bit of a chain drive, and that'll get me to put the axle exactly where I want it, and it'll look a lot better. So, and it's not a chintzy bike chain or anything. So when it's all said and done, I think you'll agree it was probably the best idea, best move instead of these final drives. We'll use that for something else. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming up. I am going to do a video on the B7100 by itself, just to kind of before I do anything to it. Hey, here's a little walk around. There's some things that need to be addressed. I've already ordered some parts for it, and then come spring we're going to go through and tear it down, paint, hoses, tires, and all that, just basically for me, because I think that's the next Sweaty Betty. That tractor Bozo is going to be here for the long haul. It's the perfect size. I've had it for almost a week now. I know this video, I just got it, but YouTube timeline is kind of crazy. Anyway, I've had it for about a week now, and I've used it for a bunch of different things, and it's just an awesome tractor. It works good, it runs good, no leaks, it does everything I need it to. It's the perfect size for around here, so just want to make it look really nice, you know. Anyway, I can go on and on as usual, but we'll do a video on that coming up. So anyway, I appreciate your watching, appreciate the support, and hopefully you're enjoying the content, and lots of good stuff to come. So we'll catch you in the next one.